The adventure begins on St. Bart's eastern coastline. As you drive toward Grand Fond, the road narrows and winds through lush vegetation, occasionally revealing glimpses of the powerful Atlantic Ocean. You'll want to park near the beach access point at Grand Fond Beach. This is where the paved road ends and our hiking adventure begins. I recommend arriving early in the morning. Around 8 a.m. is perfect, when the rocks aren't yet hot from the sun and the lighting is beautiful for photos. Before you set out, make sure you're prepared. Running shoes are absolutely essential for this trek. The volcanic rocks can be slippery and sharp. Bring plenty of water, sun protection, and a small towel. An easy walk along Grand Fond Beach. Feel that Atlantic breeze. It's already different from the more sheltered beaches on the island's western side. The powerful waves crashing on the shore are just a preview of what's ahead. After about 5 minutes, the sandy path transitions to volcanic rock. This is where our journey transforms from a simple beach walk to a mini adventure. The rocks form a natural pathway that requires careful footing. Follow the coastline for about 15 minutes. You'll know you're getting close when you see white spray ahead. That's where waves crash against the outer reef, creating the protected pools beyond. The path occasionally requires climbing over small boulder formations. Nothing technical, but enough to make you feel you've earned what comes next. As you round this bend, the landscape suddenly opens up dramatically. This moment always takes my breath away. What you're seeing is a series of natural stone basins carved into the black volcanic coastline. The colors range from turquoise to deep blue depending on the depth, creating a stunning contrast against the dark rocks. The pools vary in size and character. Let me show you around. The outermost pools sit at the edge of the reef, where powerful waves crash and occasionally send spectacular plumes of water into the air. These are best observed rather than entered. Moving inward, we find these middle pools, my personal favorites. They're deep enough for proper swimming, but protected enough that the water remains relatively calm. Closer to shore are these smaller, shallower pools that warm quickly in the sun. They're perfect for sitting and soaking. Nature's own hot tubs when the sun has been on them for a few hours. The best time to visit is during low or mid-tide, when the pools are well defined and access is easiest. During high tide, some paths between pools can become submerged. I always check the local tide charts before planning a visit. For the more adventurous visitors, continue about 10 minutes beyond the main pools to find what locals call the washing machine. This natural formation is where incoming waves create a circular current in a larger pool. Swimming here requires respect for the ocean's power, but floating in the gentle swirl during calm conditions creates an experience unlike any other on the island. The entire Grand Fond pool area stretches for about 200 meters along the coast, so take your time exploring different sections. Some visitors miss the smaller, more intimate pools tucked behind larger rock formations simply because they settle at the first good spot they find. A few final tips for your visit. The exposed volcanic rock offers little shade, so plan accordingly or bring a small pop-up sun shelter if you intend to stay for hours. Watch for changes in the weather. Conditions can shift quickly on this exposed coastline. These pools change character with the tides and sea conditions. On calm days, the water is gin clear, revealing colorful fish that get trapped during tide changes. On days with moderate surf, the outer pools become nature's own infinity pools. These natural pools represent St. Bart's at its most raw and beautiful, where the island's volcanic origins meet the powerful Atlantic Ocean to create swimming spots that feel like they were designed just for you. If you're looking for an experience beyond the typical beach day, Grand Fond's natural pools are absolutely worth the adventure. The return journey follows the same path back to Grand Fond Beach. If you enjoyed this tour of Grand Fond's hidden treasures, please like and subscribe for more videos exploring St. Bart's natural wonders. Until next time!